I want to bring in the lawyers, Tamara Holder, defense attorney, and John Burris, defense attorney. Tamara, let's start with you. When Cindy Anthony is talking to authorities and they're trying to piece together a timeline, it is so confusing. It is such a mess. They've got calendars. They can't figure it out because there are so many lies that are sort of riddled. The whole thing is riddled with lies. So if this case goes to trial, how tough is this going to be for both sides to make any sense of this, since we're having a hard time?
Well, I think the lies actually are losing their value because this woman, Casey, has been lying before this alleged crime occurred. She's been lying to her mom. She's been lying to her friends. She's probably been lying her whole life. So the fact that she is lying to the police is nothing new for this woman. That's why we need something more. That's why we need something more for an indictment. We've got to find some kind of direct evidence. We've got to find a body.
How about a human, decomposing human? That's what the body farm said. Human decomposition found in the trunk of the car, along with hair that appears to be Kaylee's.
It's not enough. I mean, we would have an indictment right now if they thought that that was enough. One piece of evidence in the trunk of a car is not enough. Remember, Scott Peterson had cement in a boat, and that wasn't enough. So we've got to have something more.
Well, I think you got to have more than what you have now. I will say that certainly as circumstantial evidence, if you have decomposing body that is tied to the child. What we don't have it being tied to the child. We have some hair, but hair could have been on any other particular item at any point in time. So I think if you put those two together, you don't get enough to say that the decomposing body is that of the child.
John, we have been receiving hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pages of documents day after day after day. How much more are authorities expected to do?
There's nothing in those documents that represents admissions of her, nor do they identify her as being the killer of this child. There's a lot of, this is a person who can't tell the truth about anything. She's a sociopathic person, but that in and of itself is not proof. That's just character evidence.
And we are going to give you, sir, the very last